Hey guys, Aaron Garza, founder here at Pure Line Nutrition in San Antonio, Texas. Hope you guys are doing extremely well. Listen, this video is going to be about pre-training formulas, and particularly a new pre-training formula that we are releasing this week called Vibe, which we feel is extremely cool. It's going to be something that I think you guys are going to love, especially if you follow us and you go to one of our retail stores and pick it up. And I want to give you something completely free just for watching this video, so stay tuned until the very end. It's something that you can pick up for free that I believe will help you in all of your training and health and fitness endeavors. Now, before I go on, make sure and like and subscribe, turn on the notification button so that you do get our videos and notifications of our videos when we release new content. Okay, so first of all, let's talk a little bit about pre-workouts, pre-training formulas, whether you're a man, a woman. Do you really need them? You know, that's kind of the question. I can remember the first time I used a pre-training formula, it was very complex. It was probably between 1995 and 99 sometime when I started, which is a pretty good amount of time that I've been using consistently. And it was simply black coffee. That was pretty much all that was around back then. You know, you would slam some coffee about 20 to 30 minutes before you'd go to the college rec and work out. And you know, it worked. You had about 200 milligrams of caffeine, and it definitely woke you up and gave you a little bit of focus and support, especially if you were going to be, you know, moving some big weights and you had been inside all day, you know, studying and, you know, taking notes during a lecture at school. I mean, it was a great little pick-me-up. And I didn't even drink coffee in the morning. It was just at that time of the day that I would drink coffee. So I noted the benefits that caffeine had at that time. I knew that it definitely helped increase your performance. It was an aid. And little did I know, it's probably one of the most widely used drugs that we have in our society today. So it worked. Now, pre-workouts didn't really start to evolve until like 2005, 2010, somewhere around there, I'd say. I remember the first one that really packed everything in was like XPlode, Gaspari's Super Pump. Those were some pretty popular pre-training formulas during that time, and everybody seemed to just kind of move into the pre-training, pre-workout world and start using those. And then they got even stronger with a lot of banned ingredients and stuff that weren't supposed to be used in products. And lately they've kind of come down to hit a happy medium where you get focus, energy, and strength, endurance, I should say, and they work very well. Now, the question for all of us is, do we really need it? Do you need it as a person? Do you need a pre-training formula? You know, here's my feeling on it. I definitely do feel that pre-training formulas, whether it's caffeine, arginine, synephrine, some of the new different stimulants that are out there, they definitely do help and they have a place, whether that's for somebody who's training intensely for 1 hour for a jiu-jitsu competition, or if it's somebody who's lifting weights for an hour in the gym, both anaerobic and aerobic. They definitely help get you in the zone. They hit you and they give you a little bit of extra energy and fire and focus so you can get through that workout. You can train intensely and you're not kind of just falling off. And that's really important, especially if you work long days and you're working out after work. Then you possibly need something to kind of pick you up to get you into that workout. Also, if you're a first thing in the morning kind of person, if you head to the gym at 5 or 6 a.m., well, taking something 20 to 30 minutes before to kind of pep you up and get you going definitely will help. So I do believe they have benefits, absolutely. Now, should you take them every day? Probably not. In fact, I would reserve using pre-training formulas and pre-workout formulas for those days where you know that you're going to have a really intense workout. For example, a leg day, a back day, a chest day, a really intense cross-training session where you're doing different types of movements, a really intense, jiu-jitsu session, whatever it is that you're doing, that's your particular type of training. Reserve them for use on those days and maybe take less of them on the days that you're not going to be training as intensely. Now, what are we supposed to be looking for in a pre-training formula? And there's really a couple of things. Number one, you're looking for some blood flow ingredients. You're looking for arginine, agmatine, you're looking for beta-alanine, things like that that will help increase blood flow so that you have better endurance and better flow during your workout to do the things that you need to do to train at an optimal level. Second thing is you're looking for some stimulation. You're looking for nervous system stimulation, neurostimulation, cerebral stimulation. You want your focus and energy to be zoned in so that you are focusing on the task at hand, whether it's, you know, a bench press or whether it's a contraction of a muscle or whether it's some type of sport that you're involved in. And pre-workouts definitely give you that little bit of focus, which is extremely important. Now, that kind of brings us to Vibe. Vibe is a new formula that we designed over the last several months that combine those two elements together. It's got the blood flow and endurance factor built in with a combination of beta-alanine, arginine, agmatine, the same things that I mentioned. And it's also got a really unique cerebral focus component built into it as well, with a combination of synephrine, caffeine, pine bark extract, and other unique little ingredients that aren't really exotic, but that are dosed in the exact right amount so to give you the effect that you're looking for. Vibe is something that we just, you know, kind of put a little bit of time into because we thought, you know, we have several pre-workouts and pre-training formulas, but we need something that, you know, is kind of a middle of the road formula for people who train hard, but at the same time, you know, don't want something that's going to completely drop them off, you know, and just leave them, you know, lethargic and tired. Now, I will say this, Vibe is extremely potent. If you're not used to pre-workouts or pre-training formulas, or you don't take caffeine or anything like this, I wouldn't start with this product. However, if you're one of those people that say, hey, you know what, I take caffeine, I drink Monster, I drink all this stuff, and nothing really affects me at all, then definitely this will be for you, but start with half a scoop because it is very strong. Again, Vibe is strong. It's probably the strongest pre-workout that we've ever had in the company, and it's probably the strongest pre-workout that a lot of our team has ever used. In fact, we've got a big alert sticker on top that says start with half a scoop, so keep that in mind. But if you are able to use caffeine and stims, then Vibe is probably going to be your new best friend. But again, start with half a scoop. So I think that you'll definitely benefit from a pre-training formula, and you'll find that Vibe fits the bill very well. But there's something else missing in that whole equation, and that's why I said if you stay until the end, we're going to give you something for free, and that's the actual training component. What we decided to do with Vibe is also include a free workout, whether you're a male or a female. We've got two different ones. And the reason we did that is because a lot of people will take training products and they're like, or pre-training formulas, and they go to the gym and like, you know, I still had a lot of energy left over. We wanted to make sure that you didn't have a lot of energy left over. So we are including a free Vibe training program for males or for females with the purchase of the product. Now, if you buy the product online, it'll simply come in the box that you get. If you buy at one of our retail locations, you can pick it up there. If you're watching online and still would like access to the actual video, then we will give you a link to where you can download it, and we have one for men and women, just like I said. So we just want to do something a little bit different, give you guys something to actually follow, which we thought would help you with your training. Okay, so Vibe will be ready on Thursday, October 20th in store, in one of our nutrition stores in Texas, or at one of our partners' nutrition stores throughout the US, or online at thepureline.com. If you have any questions about whether Vibe or any other pre-workout may be right for you, give us a call at 1-800-632-1402. One of our staff will help you out. They'll give you some instructions. They'll kind of talk you through it and decide, hey, whether this is probably the right formula or maybe you should go with a stimulant-free formula, but we'll help you out with that. Or you can always email us at info@thepureline.com. We always reply to our emails, so if you have questions about pre-workouts, training, nutrition, supplementation, anything in the categories that we cover, we'd be happy to help you out. All right, guys, Thursday, October 20th, Vibe releases. If you're watching this after that, then you can simply go to our website right now at thepureline.com and pick one up, and we will put the links to the workouts in the description below. Have an awesome October, guys. We'll talk to you soon. See you soon.